Come on.
Hey, how's it going? This is Adam Rosenfeld with the Grauman Rosenfeld Group at the agency. I'm here today with my much shorter but equally as handsome business partner, John Grauman, and the one and only Mr. Zachary Goldsmith. Thank you so much for having us here today at 1859 Bel Air Road.
Who did you invite?
The
Guys,
world.
I'm so sorry this is embarrassing, but I've been waiting on this call. I have to take this. I'll meet up with you guys downstairs.
That is embarrassing.
I hope it's your tailor, blazer boy.
Anyways, welcome. Thank you so much for coming today. Please come on in. We certainly have a treat in store for you today with this spectacular house.
7 years in the making. This was built into the hillside, took 160 caissons. It's so well supported in the hill, and you kind of get a breath of fresh air being on top of the world here, being able to see the green mountains that have been here for millions of years, and the ocean. What could be better? Focus on the architectural details on your way to the primary suite. This row of skylights, not just skylights, it's a ceiling of glass, and it stretches from the primary all the way across the 140-foot frontage to the garage.
You really enunciated that very strongly.
Foot frontage.
I appreciate that. And alliterated.
Welcome to the primary. Massive primary suite, dual bathrooms, dual closets, dual sitting areas. What are we talking size-wise? Over 20,000 square feet.
It's big.
Of living space.
For the size queens, over 20,000 square feet of living space. Can't do that anymore.
When you see, like when you have a visitor taking a shower in the primary, you can see in, but with the slats, the way they're designed, you kind of just get a peekaboo view. So that's kind of hot, isn't it?
Yeah, this is a really sexy house.
Yeah.
I believe probably so because it was designed by world-renowned designer Cesar Giraldo.
Cesar Giraldo, yeah. And he's created a line of lighting, and they call it gusto, which it means pleasure. And he is a very spirited individual. He is a very spirited artist. Let's walk and talk.
Okay.
And he brought his artistry here, and it shows at every turn. The fire, the energy that he brings is inspiring, and I think he's inspired this house pretty well. I think is important to note is the kind of not just the time and effort that went into creating this place, the thought and the curation of 7 years in the making. Tag Front Architects, I think, maybe did their most masterful job here. The staircase is the centerpiece of the house. The pool floats, in midair, and all three levels give you something completely different. I think my favorite part of what they accomplished was making mass scale feel so intimate.
The size of this house is something that will never be replicated again, or very rarely replicated again, just depending on how code changes. But as of now, this is one of the largest estates we're going to see in the confines north of Sunset in Bel Air for the very foreseeable future.
1,000% you will not be able to build this again, no matter what happens with the wildlife ordinance, ULA, anything, zoning changes. On this size lot, you will not be able to build this size house.
In addition, obviously the aesthetic is gorgeous, the design is beautiful, but it's been impeccably curated with gorgeous furniture and art. Is this staged, or this all comes with the property?
This is purchased and it's curated by Cesar Giraldo and associates for the property. I mean, look at all the different seating areas. They wanted to create something different in each zone, but that could flow perfectly. And for entertaining, you could have thousands of people here. Everything is polyform in the kitchen, in the closets. Feel this. Oh, I don't know why. I get my morning exercise. This is where I start with a shake and espresso.
It's very smooth.
I don't know why. This kitchen is so awesome. The art is another feature of this house that is integrated and was very well thought through. It's curated by Beverly Hills Art Exchange and took a couple of months to really figure out what pieces would go where. So everything is very intentional.
What is the current asking price?
Current asking price is $65 million, which gets
Bargain.
What gets you 20,000 square feet, which can never again be built. It gets you a 7-year build. It gets you one of the most secure sites in the entire city. And it comes with all this. This is, it looks like a pool, it's actually a giant jacuzzi.
It's an infinity edge.
But
right
you
off
don't
the
have
side.
to heat it to a jacuzzi.
Is it true that it holds 7 million gallons of water?
It can hold 7 million gallons of water if there is a crack and you keep filling it.
Good to know. House of this size with this many floors, I presume we have an elevator?
We have not only one elevator, but one elevator that takes you to all 3 levels, of course.
Of course.
You want to jump in it? Never been used before, brand new house.
No, not really.
We're going all the way down,
Right.
and if we don't record this part, I wouldn't be mad. All right, so now we are on the lower floor, Adam, and I think you'll... That's a major downgrade. 1,000 plus bottle wine cellar. This is your area of expertise.
This is why I'm here for this part of the tour.
Okay. Do you want to
This
go
is
in
my
here
jam.
and dance?
No, I'd like to go in there and drink.
Would you?
Yeah, the wine cellar.
Nice situation for a gym.
Great sitch.
Yeah?
Work out, watch the game.
Full fitness center here, spa. Let's go check out the spa details because this is probably my favorite part. After your massage, you sit here with the fire. Fire! Do that in post. I don't know how to work that again. Do you know where that is?
Mazatlan.
Portugal.
Portugal?
Portugal.
Oh, okay,
Sí.
I can't say that.
Portugal.
Portugal?
Yeah, that's a shot, and it's lit, and it's beautiful, and
It's
the
stunning.
stone, and the jacuzzi tub, and the sauna, hot sauna, dry sauna, warm sauna. Depends where you sauna.
This, I gotta say, was a big gamble because that could have totally missed. That could look super cheesy, but it actually landed really well.
Yeah.
And like it has a very sort of calming vibe. If you feel like you're in a spa somewhere in a different country.
This could be
Or it's just an
whatever
art
you want. It's another, well, the whole house is an art installation.
You're an art installation.
That's why I'm here.
Yeah.
This room is kind of all purpose. We've got 3 separate private bedroom suites down on this level.
Okay.
So this could be, if there are children running around, this could be a whole kids compartment. It could be a game room. It can be a karaoke center. It can be a homework area. It's nice to have a lounge for these 3 bedrooms.
I agree.
Yeah?
Well done. Yeah. Is this like a omakase bar?
Onoshimase! That's what that plays when you walk in.
Feels like it, yeah.
Isn't this great? So it was designed with that in mind, very intuitive. It's a theater, and the last party we had was a sushi themed party. This was the sushi bar.
Perfect for
People
this.
watch films. Great theater.
Great theater.
Sound was designed by a sound engineer
Oh.
to be muted, so
unique.
it's not just an architectural feature, it's not just an art installation, it actually serves a purpose of muting the sound. So you shut that door full blast in here, you hear nothing outside, and you
Amazing.
get the full treatment of being in one of the best movie theaters in the world.
With a sushi bar.
So the story of this property is told through the history of the area, through the contractors who came in and built, the vision of the architect and the designer, through the 7-year process. The story is told through the multi-layers and dimensions that this house presents. It really is 3-dimensional. And I think like it's harder to see in pictures and videos. You have to be here
you have
and
to
experience it.
So many of these properties, obviously,
So
people are
nice.
finding online. They're Matterport tours and whatnot. At a certain point, it's a home. You have to stand in it. You have to actually like experience it and physically touch it to know what it is and whether or not it works for you.
I don't care how advanced AI gets, we're gonna all utilize it. You've got to experience it.
Yeah.
You've got to be here. You've got to walk in the shoes of the creators to understand what you're getting here.
Like walking the path of the Lord, the shoes of the Creator? What are we talking about? Thank you so much for joining us today on this incredible tour of 1859 Bel Air Road. Thank you to our host, Mr. Zach Goldsmith, the amazing listing agent that has the pleasure of representing such a marquee property. Thanks again for watching, and see you on the next one.
Super bien.